Hey, Bears fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Chicago fans, get ready to light up the skyline because the prodigal son has returned. Eddie Jackson is officially back with the Bears. That's right, after months of speculation, emotional posts, and cryptic tweets, it's now confirmed. The veteran safety is suiting up again for the monsters of the Midway. And let me tell you, this isn't just a roster move. This is a full-blown celebration in the Windy City. Fans are throwing parties, players are hyped, and the locker room energy is through the roof. Why? Because Eddie isn't just any player. He's the heartbeat of the defense, the swagger in the secondary, and the last line of defense who always had that knack for making the big play when it mattered most. And after everything he's been through, the highs, the lows, the injuries, his return feels like the perfect comeback story at the perfect time. You've got to remember, Eddie Jackson wasn't just a good player. At his peak, he was a game changer. He burst onto the scene in 2017 and wasted no time making a name for himself. By 2018, he was the center of a dominant Bears defense that had quarterbacks shaking in their cleats. We're talking about a guy who made pick sixes look routine, who baited some of the league's best QBs into mistakes, and who had fans comparing him to the greats of the past. But, as is often the case in the NFL, the story didn't stay that shiny. Injuries came, scheme changes happened, and for a moment, it looked like the Eddie Jackson era in Chicago had quietly ended. But here's the thing about true warriors. They don't fade. They fight. And Eddie? He's been grinding behind the scenes, staying ready, waiting for this exact moment to rise again. Now let's talk about how this return even became possible. Because honestly, a few months ago, nobody would have guessed this would happen. After being released earlier this year in what many saw as a cap-related move, it looked like Eddie would be wearing a new jersey in 2025, if he was playing at all. But as reports started surfacing, something became clear. Eddie didn't want to go. His heart was still in Chicago. The fans knew it, his teammates knew it, and apparently the Bears front office started to feel it too. Negotiations kicked back up. Terms were discussed, and once the dust settled, the deal was done. And the best part? Eddie reportedly turned down more money elsewhere just to stay in Chicago. Loyalty like that is rare in today's game. And it's exactly why this return feels so personal, so emotional, and so inspiring for every Bears fan out there. Let's not forget the impact this has on the locker room. The Bears are a young, hungry team, and while talent is crucial, leadership is what turns potential into production. Eddie Jackson brings that leadership. He's a voice that commands respect. He's walked the walk. He's been to Pro Bowls. He's made playoff runs. And more importantly, he knows what it takes to bounce back. With so many young players in the secondary, having a mentor like Eddie is priceless. You can bet guys like Jaquan Brisker are taking notes, soaking up every bit of knowledge he shares. And it's not just about technique or film study. It's about mindset, about how you carry yourself as a professional, how you handle adversity. That's the kind of presence Eddie brings. And that's the kind of difference maker you simply can't quantify with stats or salary caps. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Fans, let's take a second and talk about how Chicago is reacting to this news. Pure joy. That's the word. Social media exploded the moment the announcement dropped. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, Bears Nation was there posting highlights, throwing back to pick sixes, and welcoming Eddie home with open arms. Tailgates are already being planned for week 1. Jerseys are flying off the shelves. And if you walk down Michigan Avenue today, don't be surprised if you see someone rocking that iconic number 4 with a little more pride than usual. Because this return isn't just about football. It's about connection. Eddie Jackson represents more than just a safety. He represents resilience, loyalty, and the kind of underdog spirit that Chicago prides itself on. When he takes the field again at Soldier Field, don't be surprised if the roar from the crowd drowns out the play call. Because this is a homecoming like no other. But let's also be real here. The Bears aren't just bringing Eddie back for a feel-good story. This is a football move, a smart one. With a revamped defense under Matt Eberflus, having a veteran like Jackson who knows the system and thrives in it adds immediate value. He understands the spacing, the reads, and the disguises that Eberflus loves to throw at offenses. He can still cover ground, still deliver hits, and still make quarterbacks second-guess that deep ball. If his health holds, and all signs point to him being 100%, he could very well return to Pro Bowl form. The Bears are in win-now mode. The NFC North is wide open. And with Eddie anchoring the back end of the defense, this team just became a whole lot scarier for opposing offenses. Don't be shocked if we're talking about this signing as one of the season's turning points come December. And it's not just what he brings on the field, it's the off-field intangibles too. And this is a guy who's been through the trenches. From being a 4th-round pick to rising into stardom, to battling injuries, to being released, he's lived every part of the NFL roller coaster. That gives him a perspective few others have. Young players listen to him because he's been there. Coaches lean on him because he understands both the game and the locker room. And fans, they believe in him because he's never once backed a down. In a league that often forgets its veterans, Eddie is proving that heart, grit, and loyalty still means something. He's a glue guy, the kind of presence that helps a team hold together when things get tough. And in a long, grinding season, like the NFL's, having that emotional and mental anchor can be just as important as anything on the stat sheet. Of course there will be doubters. There always are. Some will question whether he still has the speed, whether he can stay healthy, whether bringing him back was more sentimental than strategic. And those are fair questions. But here's the thing. Eddie Jackson has made a career out of silencing doubters. When he came into the league, people said he was too injury prone. When Vic Fangio left, people said he'd disappear. Every single time, he's found a way to prove them wrong. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.